Right in the edge and right in the edge.
Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome to Fun and Food Gardeners. I'm going to show you, I just want to do a little video, very quick video, and show you how we did, how we generated some, this thing is called angara in Igbo in Nigeria. I guess generally it's called garden eggs. It is very popular in West Africa. Very, very popular in West Africa. The story actually is that this particular fruit I'm going to show you now was first discovered in the 1400s by the British colonial. Well, they're not really colonialists then, but you know, visitors or whatever. You know, in the 1400s in West Africa, and then they took some of them home and grew them, and eventually, you know, it became a staple in most British dinner tables, and they started calling them garden egg because it looks like egg. It looked very much like egg. There was no other way to look at it. I'm going to show you one. I just picked this one right now. Look at that. You can see that? See, this is actually the biggest I've picked this year. Look, see how big it is? Look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to show you the plants in a minute. So we bought this, I bought a pack of this from True Love Seeds last year because I wanted to get this variety, and the COVID-19 made it impossible for me to travel to get the seeds. So luckily enough, True Love Seeds has some of them, and I got some from them, and I planted them. Majority of them came up, but the bad news is was that we introduced them outside when it was still cold, and we lost a couple of them due to frosting. But we still retain some, and I'm going to show you now. Look. Well, I just picked this one right now. I was going to eat this, but decided to hold it until after I do the video. I also picked another type, which I'm going to show you too. This is the green type. This is actually a lot bitter. It's bitter, like really bitter. You know, I mean, sweet bitter. You're gonna like it. But you know, it's more bitter than the white one. So it comes in different varieties. Some come in actually red. Most of them are white, green, but eventually they turn into red. I've kept some seeds. Even the white one will ultimately turn into red when it's actually matured. Like if you want to plant them, if you want to keep the seeds and plant them, you have to keep them to get to red. And I have a bunch of them right now that I've saved. So next year I'll probably be a net producer of it. You know, but let me show you the videos. Whip out, let you done here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the one. I planted this one right here in the grow bag. See the grow bag right there? This one actually struggled to survive. It was a big problem making this to survive. So I kind of put it in the grow bag, put it next to my door. So as soon as I come up to the deck, the first thing I'm going to be looking at is this. So I can be checking it out, you know, make sure that it's moving. Yeah, it's not dying. It was dying. At some point I lost hope on the plant. Lost, you know, serious hope on the plant. But I kept feeding it. I was giving it fish fertilizer, you know, and a combination of the fish fertilizer plus tons of compost. And you see, these are shredded corn stalks. We planted some corn, harvested them. I put this in the machine and I shredded them, and then I used them to do the mulching. So a combination of all this brought the plant back, and this has been a delight for us. We've been picking them. Let me show you this. You can see this is turning red slightly. See that? You know, in a week or so this will be completely red. It will be see, this one is also turning red. I'm gonna let them turn red, although I have already collected enough for planting next year. but I'm still gonna let them turn red. You never get enough of this. Oh wow, look, oh Jesus, look, I just made a discovery looking at the screen. Look, there's a branch that went all the way down that way, and it has a line of fruits just all the way down there. You can see that, right? Oh wow, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So we'll get to those as soon as we're done with this. But this plant has really been awesome. It's been awesome for us. I like it. I like it. It's called garden egg. Garden egg. You can Google it. Garden egg, and you can actually get this on the internet. So I have this lined up next to my beautiful pipings honey pepper, CD pepper. This is not garden egg though. This is my pipings honey pepper. We actually did a video of this yesterday, and then it wasn't as ripe, but you can see the fruits are all coming up, so ripe, you know, beautiful, beautiful, you know, pepper. Look at them, look at them. I love this. I love this thing. I love this thing. You know, we'll have a lot of stuff to eat right now after this video. But the garden egg, this is one plant. Let me show you the next one. This is the other one. We have this on a 5-gallon grow bag. This is the plastic grow bag. This was actually planted on the ground. We planted this in the ground, and this wasn't doing well. As a matter of fact, it was almost dead by the time we launched a rescue mission for it. Now you can see we've already picked a couple. I think we probably picked about 7 or 8 of the first wave. It fruits in waves. So we've gotten the first wave out. It doesn't have a lot of space actually, because I thought this plant was basically dead. So I put it on this grow bag, the 5-gallon grow bag, just like, well, whatever comes. If we get anything out of it, fine. If we don't get anything out of it, fine. But you can see, you know, we've gotten something out of it. And we are set to get more, because we still have about 2 months into the growing season, and at the end of that we're also going to move this into a greenhouse, so we'll still be able to keep getting a little more, maybe through the end of the year, probably slightly into the January. Let me show you the rest of them. So that actually, the one I just showed you is also a white one. We planted the green ones, which I showed you earlier, and only one survived. I will show you that right now. But look at this. This is also in another grow bag. This is a 12-gallon, 10 to 12-gallon grow bag. I think this is actually the ideal planting spot for this. As you can see, this is also doing as well as the other one, the one we just saw initially. But look at the difference. This one is actually, it's still white, but it's rounded. It's not oblong like the other one. You can see that? It's rounded. It's actually a different variety of the garden egg. So we actually have 3 varieties of garden egg here. The white, see that? White but oblong, white but rounded, and then the green one. So that will be the last one I'm going to show you now. So this and this. So we have 3 whites that I've already captured in the camera in the video. This will be the 4th white, and the funny thing is this: I actually have 2 plants in this container. We bought this container for about $8 from Lowe's. Then we drilled a hole in it. You can see the hole. We drilled a hole in it and filled it with compost. But we also put in containers in there, turned it into a self-wicking system, so we don't have to water that much. It retains its own water, retains the nutrient, and we have been enjoying it on these 2 garden eggs I put in here. One is a white one, and the other one is the only green one that we have. Look, see that? This is the only green garden egg that we have here. It's bitter. It is a delight to eat. See, has fruits all over. It does react very badly to the sunlight. He pretends, if you look at it, you think the plant is dying, but it's not going anywhere. You know, he just keeps shedding his leaves and keeps fruiting, and it keeps moving forward. You know, so that's the green one we have here, and then that's the white one. This is the white one. See, this is white oblong. See that forming nicely? White oblong forming nicely. So we got these two. You can see that we got these two in the container, and we as a matter of fact, in this container you have a lot of things. This is a carrot that I don't know how it got in here, but you can see how heavy it is. And then we have potato. We have lots of sweet potatoes that we planted this year, and virtually all of them we generated them from here, from just placing 1, 2, and I think a third one right there. So we got this slips. We call it, this is slips. This is like this. If I want to plant more potatoes, I'll just grab this and plant it. So this is how we've been generating the potatoes, sweet potatoes that we have. We are going to have a lot of sweet potatoes by the end of the year, and all of them came from this bucket. Like 95% of them came from this bucket. The other 5% came from another potato we planted in the water, in a water system. But that's an aside. Kind of wanted to show you what we also were able to do on the same container that we planted these two giant these plants. These are our garden eggs. There's only one of these garden eggs that we planted in the ground, and it is a laggard. It has only produced about 5 fruits. Look at it right here, 5 fruits. I see it's actually coming up now. See, the flower nodes are coming up, so we have more fruits coming up, you know, shortly. But right now it has only produced about 5 fruits. Looks like it actually has a lot of attackers. That's probably why it has a lot of attackers. So you know, so yeah, it has produced about 5 fruits, but it's alive. It's alive. Well, now that I just noticed this, I'm gonna bring some neem oil. See that? Look, see that? This is probably why it hasn't been doing as well. So we'll get some neem oil and spray on this stuff, and then get it off. These are our garden eggs. Really beautiful fruit plants. If you want to try them, you know, you can plant them, Google them. If you Google it, you'll be able to know a little bit more about it. Really beautiful. And you can buy them and plant them in containers. I found out that they do better in containers than than in the ground. And so next year will be, you know, we have a lot of containers here. So next year we'll be putting them in containers. Don't forget that you have to put real compost in the containers instead of just using dirt from the ground or something. We don't do that here. Virtually everything we use here are compost, leaf compost. Either we buy them from the stores, we buy them from composters, or we generate them from our own composting systems down there. Thank you for watching this, and you know, plant something in that tiny little space. You can put in whatever, and you'll be able to have some fun with it. All right, bye.